Thank you for joining us. We indulge our sweet tooth now with a popular prasadam offering of halwa, or Sorji as it is called in South Africa. Do enjoy.
Namaste, Vanakkam, Hare Krishna. Welcome to another segment of Sadhana and your conscious cooking with me, Anuradha. Today I'm going to show you how to make a very popular offering to the Supreme Lord, and I'm going to show you how to make Sorji Halwa. Today we're going to be making a very traditional halwa that's made with semolina. But there's going to be a little bit of a twist because we're going to make it a little bit rich, a little bit indulgent with the addition of dates and nuts. So we start by putting in our butter into our pan with our whole spices, and that is the elaichi, the bay leaves and some cinnamon, and we let these ingredients just lightly fry into the butter so that we bring out the lovely aroma and flavor of these whole spices. So while the butter is melting and infusing all the lovely flavors that I've just added with all the whole spices, on this stove I'm going to add my wet ingredients to bring to a boil. So I'm going to add my milk. And to that milk, I'm going to add the dates and the sugar, so that the sugar actually melts into the milk, and this all heats up nicely together, and it gives it the chance for the dates also to become nicely incorporated into the milk. And we'll give that a small heating. It doesn't have to come to a boil, but it must be warm enough for the sugar to melt into the milk. All right, my butter or ghee has melted quite nicely, and to this I'm now going to add my semolina, and I'm going to work on toasting the semolina nicely with this butter. So we're going to let it nicely brown, lightly toasted, not too dark, and this is going to take a few more minutes. This is a very challenging part. You've got to be very careful because we're now going to add your milk ingredients into your semolina, and your semolina is going to splutter and foam, so just be a little bit careful when you're doing this part. So we're going to add the wet to your semolina. Let's make sure we get all of our dates in there. Put that off. Now we're going to work with our semolina mixture all in one pot, and we're going to let the semolina absorb the milk and cook up into that fluffy pudding that we love. Yes, this is exactly what we're looking for. It's not dry, it's fluffy and moist, and it's almost there. While that's nicely steaming away, I'm going to, on this side, just cut some walnuts into smaller bite-sized pieces because that's going to go into the halwa. What we're going to do is we'll garnish with the walnuts. But another thing we could have done, if you are really a nuts person, is you could have added the nuts into the butter when you were frying the butter and the semolina together, and that would have toasted the nuts up quite nicely. But I've got toasted nuts here, so I'm just going to cut a few more, and we're going to add this all to the dish when we're serving it up. Right, so this is enough. And we're going to use these toasted almonds now to garnish the dish, which should be ready by now. So let's have a look at how it's going. Oh yes, it's nicely steaming away. And there you have it. Perfect, fluffy date halwa. Take some with the dates in it. You can see by the way it's hanging onto the spoon that it's a really fluffy halwa. And we will garnish it with some of those lovely pecans. And there you have a famous, very loved offering, a Sorji halwa with dates and nuts.